Monday, December 12th, 2022, Tournament of Champions quarterfinal number 1 match between Matt Trevor, Rachel Kennedy, and Vincenzo Perrini starts now.
This is Jeopardy! Today's contestants are... Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jeopardy! You all look eager to get underway, so let's get right into it. Here are the categories for you. Animals. Ain't we got pun? 80s music. Unofficial state nicknames. This means war. And music class. Player 1, where do we start? Select a clue by pointing the Wii remote at the screen and pressing the A button. Lasting from 1957 to this year, the Vietnam War is the longest in which the United States has taken part. Yes, Player 3. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction. Woo! Correct. Player 3. Pick again. This future state declared its independence in 1836 during a war with Mexico. It's Player 1. That's correct. Please pick again, Player 1. The 100 Years' War, 1337 to 1453, was fought between England and this country. Okay, Player 1. Right. Choose again, Player 1. In this U.S. war, it was the Yanks versus the Confederates. Let's hear it, Player 2.
Yeah!
That is correct. You get to pick again, Player 2. The birthplace of 8 presidents. Player 1. Hey, you're right. We return to you, Player 1. Rachmaninoff wrote one on a theme of Paganini. Gershwin wrote one in blue. Okay, Player 2. Good for you. You again, Player 2. And here's Kelly.
The guitarist here is playing one of these, defined as a combination of 3 or more notes.
Yes, Player 1.
Yeah!
Yep. Player 1, back to you. You may have studied these Chopin pieces whose name is French for studies. Here's what we were looking for. Etudes. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. Let's take it over to Kelly.
Though it's called the Star-Spangled Banner State, this is its flag.
It's Player 3. Yes. Player 3, you pick again, please. The coal state and the birth state of the nation. Let's hear it, Player 2. That's correct. You get to pick again, Player 2. She told us Love is a Battlefield, and in 1980 went to number 9 with Hit Me With Your Best Shot. Player 1? You got it. Select again. On the Galapagos Islands, the marine type of this lizard feeds on algae that it gathers off rocks at low tide. Let's hear it, Player 3. Correct. Player 3, back to you. And I'll hand it off to Kelly.
The cuddly koala feeds almost exclusively on the leaves of this tree of the myrtle family.
Okay, Player 3. That is correct. You again, Player 3. This small Andean rodent is prized for its fur, which can be gray with a deep blue underfur. Yes, Player 1. Yes. Please pick again, Player 1. In 1981, Sheena Easton sang, "My baby takes the this. He works from 9 till 5, and then he takes another home again." It's Player 3. That's it. Player 3, pick again. Well, I talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Lip Sync asked, "Won't you take me to here?" Let's hear it, Player 2. Yes. We return to you, Player 2. In 1984, his Let's Go Crazy said, "We are gathered here today to get through this thing called life." Okay, Player 3. Oh, good. Player 3, back to you for our next selection. About comparing a pair of Beatles, a punchline in Master and Commander is, "Choose the lesser of two these." Here's the correct response. Weevils. Player 3, you pick again, please. Yeah. Answer? The Daily Double. You are currently in second place. So, what's your wager? Here is your Daily Double clue. 8 months pregnant, Jolie Fisher did a cabaret act entitled From Here to This. You are now in first place. Choose again, Player 3. Punning on Glenn Miller, a 1985 film with Gina Davis as a vampire was called This 65000. Player 1? Right. We return to you, Player 1. A presidential exhibit at the National Postal Museum was called This to the Chief. It's Player 1. That's right. Way to go. Player 1, pick a scholarly paper on punning restaurant names was titled Do Drop In and This Vegetable Entertain You. Yes, Player 3. Yeah. Right. You again, Player 3. The Cape species of this bovine of southern Africa is extremely dangerous to man and has never been domesticated. Okay, Player 2. No. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Player 1? Yeah. You are correct. Player 1, you pick again, please. The striped species of this mammal is identifiable by the 2 white stripes down its back forming a V. It's Player 3. Nope. Any other takers? Yes, Player 1. Right you are. You get to pick again, Player 1. The Greg Kinn Band was singing our song, crooning, "Our love's in this, baby." Let's hear it, Player 2. Good. Choose again, player 2. The Switzerland of America and the highest state. Okay, player 1. That is correct. Player 1, back to you for our next. Seward's Icebox. It's player 2. Yes. Select again. The name of this section of an orchestra comes from the Latin for a beating. Yes, player 1. Right. Player 1, back to you. During the Revolutionary War, volunteers ready to fight with 60 seconds notice were called these. Let's hear it, player 2. Right. And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. On sheet music, this sign identifies the second line of the staff as the G above middle C. Player 1? That's right, way to go! Player 2 is going first in Double Jeopardy when we come back following this. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. Movie folk, whacked, math terms, Edgar Allan Poe, the southernmost nation, and starts with the letter J. Let's get back into this now. You have control of the board. The first obituary of Poe, which spoke of the frailties of genius, appeared in this city's Sun newspaper. It's player 1. Yes. Please pick again, player 1. Answer, the first of the daily doubles. And you have the lead. Decide on your wager, player 1. The clue, from the Latin for across, it's the property that says that if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. That puts you even further ahead. Player 1, pick again. To get orc war screams for The Lord of the Rings, this director put phonetic yells on a scoreboard for 25,000 cricket fans. We're talking about Peter Jackson. Player 1, you pick a... This actor got his name by giving his mom a fetal kick while she viewed a Da Vinci work. Yes, player 3. Hey, you're right. Select again. Syria, Suriname, Sweden. Okay, player 1.
Yeah!
Good for you. You get to pick again, player 1. Portugal, Papua New Guinea, Pakistan. Player 2. Good. Player 2, back to you for our next answer. The second daily double. Player 2, you are currently in last place. Give us a wager, player 2. All right, here's your clue. Many computer games use this lever. Congratulations, you've moved up to second place. We return to you, player 2. Breed of cows named for one of the Channel Islands. Let's hear it, player 3. Yep.
Yeah.
Player 3, back to you. Nepal, Nicaragua, Norway. Player 3? Good. Please pick again. Player 3. India, Indonesia, Iran. Yes, player 1. You got it. Choose again, player 1. Mongolia, Malta, Malawi. It's player 1. Right you are. You again, player 1. In 1842, Poe reviewed this British author's Barnaby Rudge, which features, a human-like raven. Let's hear it, player 2. Ooh, sorry. That's incorrect. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, player 3. That's it. Player 3, back to you for our next selection. From the Greek for worthy, this kind of statement is also called a postulate. Player 3? Right. Player 3, you pick again, please. A pair of angles that add together to make a straight line are called this type of angle. Okay, player 1. That's correct. Select again. Kelly will present this clue.
2 or more circles that have the same center point are said to be this, from the Latin for together center.
It's player 3. Yes. We return to you, player 3. With a name meaning many angles, these shapes may or may not be convex. Yes, player 1. That's correct. Player 1, pick again. Mexico, 1940. Looks like this former number 2 man under Lenin in Russia got whacked, literally. Let's hear it, player 2. Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else? Okay, player 1. Yeah, good. Player 1, back. Brother Ike took a powder as Billy of this family was gunned down at the OK Corral. Yes, player 3. You are correct. Please pick again, player 3. He majored in journalism at Fordham before playing a newspaper reporter in the Pelican Brief. Here's what we wanted. Denzel Washington. You again, player 3. Jerry Maguire was originally written for Tom, not Cruise, but him. Let's hear it, player 2. Yeah! Correct. You get to pick again, player 2. Poe's wife, who passed away at age 24, had this name, like the state at whose university Edgar studied. Player 1? Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? It's player 2. That is correct. Choose again, player 2. Poe won an 1833 short story contest with a story about one of these found in a bottle. Let's hear it, player 1. Correct. Please pick again, player 1. a green mineral, or a fickle woman? Okay, player 3. That's correct. Select again. It's combat between two knights on horseback using lances. Yes, player 2. Hey, you're right. Player 2, back to cross the street illegally. Player 3. Good. Player 3, back to you. According to an 1833 description, Poe dressed entirely in this color. It's player 2. Right. We return to you, player 2. An anarchist named Bresci killed King Umberto of this country in 1900. Yes, player 3. That's it. You again, player 3. This soon-to-be saint was killed by 4 of Henry II's men after excommunicating some bishops and barons. Player 3. Correct. You get to pick again, player 3. Patrice Lumumba helped the Congo gain independence from this country in 1960. He was killed less than a year later. Okay, player 1. Good. And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. Rejected by USC Film School, this S in DreamWorks SKG now sits on the film school's board of counselors. Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Congratulations to all of you. You'll be continuing on to Final Jeopardy when we come back. So much depends on how you do in the Final Jeopardy category, which today is landmarks. You need to select your wager. Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Our Final Jeopardy clue today is, the quote, "with malice toward none," is on the wall of his Washington, D.C. memorial. What did you put as your response? And that will set you back. And your response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? Did you come up with the correct response? And that correct response will add... Congratulations, Player 3. You're the winner. So long, everybody.
And Mike is back on. With that, Vincenzo with 30,300 becomes your first semi-finalist. Matt playing it safe with 23,133 is in an excellent position for wildcard, or a wildcard spot. And Rachel with 3,800 played a great game, but we'll have to see if that's good enough. Thanks so much for watching, all of you who are watching this on YouTube coming up later tonight. Please subscribe, like, and share this with whoever else you think is interested in Jeopardy! And we'll be back tomorrow for quarterfinal match number 2 between Miyu, Mateo, and Daisuke.